Another day, another series of woes for the BC United Party after a candidate quit. And this follows the departure of 2 MLAs. For more, let's bring in Rob Shaw at the BC Legislature. Something happening here every single day, it seems like recently. Rob, tell us more about this candidate who quit today.
Well, Stacey, he's actually an interesting fellow. He was the former vice president of the BC Conservatives, Brandon Fonseca, who BC United lured over to run for them in Coquitlam-Millardville just last month. Well, today he took a look at the two MLAs who jumped ship from United to Conservatives and said, uh-oh, I have made a big mistake. Fonseca posting on social media that it is clear from Kevin Falcon's botched merger attempt that he does not have BC's grassroots movements at heart. British Columbians have made it evident over the last couple of months that they want a common-sense Conservative government led by John Rustad. And he adds, I therefore can no longer in good conscience stand as a candidate for Kevin Falcon's BC United, and I call on other BC United candidates to do the right thing and unite behind John Rustad's movement. I talked to him today. He said he is going back, the old double reversal, to the Conservatives. Meanwhile, today, as the shock wore off at United MLA Eleanor Sturco's defection to the Conservatives, rising anger from within BC United. MLA is telling me Sturco is hypocritical because just 2 weeks ago she was openly slagging Rustad at a United caucus meeting. Also today, Sturco facing rising blowback from the LGBTQ community for saying SOGI yesterday should be scrapped in schools after spending months defending that as a necessary program to prevent bullying of vulnerable youth. I chatted with United leader Kevin Falcon about all of that. Have a listen.
But I also think at the end of the day, maybe that's the distinguishing feature between herself and myself, because I can tell you this, for me, I would rather lose an election over and over and over than sacrifice my own integrity and principles and values. So I think people were still kind of processing, but there's no question in my mind that, you know, especially in the caucus, for the veterans that have been around for a while, they're not going to run for the exits because there's some internet polls that are not particularly good right now, especially 4.5 months before an election.
So Kevin Falcon trying to reassure people that he has got things under control. Doesn't quite look like it. Meanwhile, Sturco getting that blowback for her decision. She added another one today, aligning herself with the BC Conservative position, calling for the immediate firing of Provincial Health Officer Dr. Bonnie Henry. So, Stacey, Eleanor Sturco's transition to the BC Conservatives and its policies continues.